Welcome aboard, my good friends, for another episode of Ship Talk with your host, Commodore Urban, and that would be me. And today I'm going to give you another model critique, and this time I'm critiquing JSC's model of the SS United States. And I'm thinking, this is not a box. Well, it's not, because on the front it says JSC NR Catalog 50, that's the catalog number, Microflota Transatlantic Liner, United States. Model Connaughey W. Scally 1/400 scale. Waterline model cutout card kit. And it's a card kit of the legendary United States. And it comes bound like this in a book. And you open it up and there's a whole bunch of pages of all the different parts. But since I built it, the part's not going to be in there. It's just the outer cover that I've kept. And on the back side, it shows two more of the ships you can get. The Queen Mary and the Queen Mary 2. Which hopefully I will get them later on. And I will also give you critiques on these models as well when I get them. But the critique about this one that I have, there's a lot of major difficulties in building this. Because, for one thing, the instructions. When you open up the book, these are the American instructions because it comes with Polish instructions and English instructions. Because here, the very top part up here, talks about the history of the ship and technical data is right here. And the assembly instructions start at the bottom and go to here, and it's all words. Like I'll read part of it here to you. It's steps 88 through 100, navigation deck and bridge. Stiffen deck 88 by parts 89, wrap walls 90 and 92 around it, and glue stiffenings 93. Glue the hull on sun deck. Glue gangways 94 at back wall. Glue stiffenings 98 to assemble parts 95 to 97 and mount the hull on model. Assemble funnel base 99 and stiffen vertical front edge of side walls by means of tabs 100. These tabs will be helpful in mounting fore funnel. Glue the hull on navigation deck. And to me, when I was trying to read this and trying to figure out how to do it, it was just like, like, what the fuck? I don't understand this shit. I don't fucking understand. And to make things worse, just to make things worse, it's all been cut up though, but I kept this. It's basically kind of a guide that shows you where the parts go to. And if you can see this, this hardly makes no fucking heads or tails of this shit. I didn't understand this shit at all. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just like, what in the hell did I get myself into? Anyway, but there's another thing I kept here too. And it shows you how to build the inside, the ribs of the inside, as well as the boats, vents, davits, and the anchors. And there's another part I kept here too, which was a diagram for all the pieces, like for the crane booms and flag mast poles and stuff like that. Anyway, but it's really hard to build. I mean, the skeleton, the inside of it, I mean, it was just maddening. I mean, it was just a real maddening experience. It took me forever to figure it out, and I had to actually ask for help, from several people that I know. And from what they've told me, it's just basically read the instructions and follow the numbers. And once I started looking at the numbers, first thing I did is I read the instructions, and I looked at the diagram, and I looked at each sheet and the pieces on each sheet, and I looked at the numbers. Okay, so and I started cutting it, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to do one of these models so that it'll come out easier for you. Okay, when you cut out a piece on the sheet, when you cut it out, like there's going to be areas of the piece where you got to fold, and to make them fold easier, you want to take your knife very lightly and just go along the edges you got to fold. Don't cut all the way through, but just lightly score it So when you do cut the piece out and you get ready to fold it, it'll be easier to fold and it'll be less headache up here in the old head shit for you. But anyway, it took about almost 2 months to build this model. And here is the finished product right here. The SS United States, built entirely out of basically cardstock. And I will show you, if you look inside, this is that skeleton I was telling you about. And it's fucking crazy, I know. And this is a Polish kit. JSC is a model company in Poland. This is all they do. They create model kits that you build out of paper. So, let me pick this up real quick. So, let me move this out of the way a little bit. Oh, sorry, wrong way. So, crazy, isn't it, that this is all out of paper? And trust me, it was a major pain in the ass. So I'll just try to show you a little bit here. But yeah, let me zoom around this way now so you can see it a little bit better. So yeah, it was a major. Let me set it back down there for a moment. Like I was saying, this model was a major pain in the ass to build, and it's pretty good size if you can see it, the whole thing in my hand here. The hardest things to do on besides the skeleton, the lifeboats, the davits, and the funnel. I had to cut and fold and manipulate this paper to the shape of the tops of the funnels, because since the top of the stacks of the United States are teardrop shaped, and that was a bitch. Overall, this whole model was a fucking hard, major ass bitch. And my critique on it is that for painting, I can't critique painting because it's already been pre-colored. But as for assembly, it's a fucking 1.5 to 2. It's hard. And if you don't understand a lot of things like me, and it's, you have a hard time understanding certain instructions, this is not a model for you. Hell, I shouldn't even have gotten this, but it was a gift. So I built it. And it took me forever to figure it out. And if you can figure these out, then go ahead. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different, there's a whole bunch of nice ships that, JSC has gotten. And I've got a list of ocean liner models here, but the models that JSC makes include the RMS Mauritania, the SS Normandy, MS Batory, RMS Queen Mary, RMS Queen Mary II, RMS Titanic, SS Stefan Batory, and then there's the Orange, and then there's the Admiral van Orfelen. It's a Dutch liner. I mean, they've got several ocean liner models, and most of them are this scale in the SS United States. They're 1/400 scale, besides 2 of them. They're 1/250 to 1/250th scale. And the website, if you're interested in acquiring either this model, the SS United States model, or any other models, go to www.jsc.pl. And you can find them there. And something I did learn from the website when I saw it is that they also sell kits of laser cut parts for your models as well, like the little tiny pieces that are really hard to cut for these models. They have them, they sell them as packs of laser cut parts. If I would have known that, I would have got a kit, a laser cut part kit for this thing, but I didn't know it until after the fact. But like I said, this model is a real pain in the ass and a major bitch to build. But if you like a good challenge and you love ocean liners, JSC Models has the kits you would probably want to do right here, like this one. And before I, sail off, I'm going to show you a piece from my private collection since we're talking about the United States. And it is a Souvenir Log Card from the United States, Voyage 386 westbound. And it's an abstract of a log from April of 1969. This was the year when the ship retired, but she retired later on in the year in November. And this is from April 23rd to April 28th. And here's the back side of it, because people are always curious to see what the back side of these are. It's gotten dark in here. Hang on. That's better. So, as you can kind of see right here, the back side of it. And here's the front side again, if you didn't get to see it better earlier. I shine in the light, just like that. And I remember, I think I got this as a birthday present one year. I think I was 17 when I got this, and I got a few other things. And definitely a real treasured piece of my collection, because to me it's really unique. But like I said earlier though, if you want a good model kit, or a model kit that's going to make you have to use your brain and maybe cuss a few times, JSC's SS United States is definitely the way to go, or any other of the JSC model kits. And so until next time, this is Commodore Urban saying happy sailings to you, my good friends.